to appeal from municipal trial courts to the Rule 40, where to appeal from judgment in the final order of municipal trial court. So an appeal from a judgment or a final order of municipal trial court may be taken to the regional trial court exercising jurisdiction over the area to which the former pertains. However, when the municipal trial court renders a judgment in exercise of its delegated jurisdiction in cadastral and land registration cases, its decision shall be appealable in the same manner as decisions of the regional trial court. Hence, the appeal should be taken to the Court of Appeals. So, when to appeal? An appeal may be taken within 15 days after notice to the appellant of the judgment or final order appealed from, where a record on appeal is required, the appellant shall file a notice of appeal and a record of on appeal within 30 days after notice of the judgment or final order. So how to appeal? Contents of notice of appeal. So the appeal is taken by A, filing a notice of appeal with the court rendered the judgment or final order appealed from, and by B, serving a copy of the notice and record on the adverse party. Thus, if the judgment was rendered by the Metropolitan Trial Court, the notice of appeal must be filed with said court, not with the RTC or the Regional Trial Court. In special proceedings and other cases of multiple or separate appeals, a record on appeal shall be required. The notice of appeal shall indicate the parties to the appeal. B, the judgment or final order or part thereof appealed from. And C, state the material dates showing the timeliness of the appeal. Within the period for taking an appeal, the appellant shall pay to the clerk of the court which rendered the judgment or final order appeared from the full amount of the appellate court docket and other lawful fees. Proof of payment thereof shall be transmitted to the appellate court together with the original record or the record on appeal as the case may be. Within 15 days, so within 15 days from the perfection of the appeal, the clerk of court of the lower court shall transmit the original record for the record on appeal, together with the transcripts, exhibits, which he shall certify as complete to the proper regional trial court. So the perfection of the appeal. A party's appeal by notice of appeal is deemed perfected as to him upon the filing of notice of appeal in due time. A party's appeal by record on appeal is deemed perfected as to him with respect to the subject matter thereof upon the approval of the record on appeal filed in due time. The notice of the appeal does not require the approval of the court. The function of the notice of the appeal, or notice of appeal rather, is merely to notify the trial court that the appellant was availing of the right to appeal and not to seek the court's permission, that he be allowed to pose an appeal. The trial court's only duty with respect to a timely notice of appeal is to transmit the original record of the case to the appellate court. That is stated in the case of Cresiologo versus Daray. So for the duty of the clerk of court of the RTC, upon receipt of the complete record or the record on appeal, the the clerk of court of the RTC shall notify the parties of such fact. So submission of the memorandum within 15 days From such notice, it shall be the duty of the appellants to submit a memorandum of copy or copy of which shall be furnished to the appellee. For the appellant, the filing of a memorandum is vital to his appeal. Failure to do so or failure to file shall be ground for dismissal of the appeal. The memorandum shall briefly discuss the errors imputed to the lower court, and the appellee may, if he so desires, file his memorandum within 15 days from the receipt of the appellant's memorandum. So when the case is deemed submitted for decision, so the case shall be considered submitted for decision upon the filing of the memorandum of the appellee or the expiration of the period to do so. So for the basis of the decision, the regional trial court shall decide the case on the basis of the entire record of the proceedings had in the court of origin of such memoranda are filed. In the exercise of its appellate jurisdiction, the RTC shall decide the appeal of the judgment the MTC is unlawful detainer or forcible entry cases on the basis of the entire record of the proceedings in the court of origin. Such memoranda or briefs as may be required by the RTC. There is no trial de novo of the case. So that is in the case of Manalang et al. Versus Bacani. For the appeal of pronon order dismissing a case for lack of jurisdiction. So a case uh, may be dismissed in the municipal trial court without a trial on the merits. This occurs, for instance, when a motion to dismiss is filed and granted in accordance with Rule 16 of the Rules of Court. So now that Rule 16 is was repealed or removed from the rules of court, it's amended by uh, the new rules of court. If an appeal is taken from the dismissal by the lower court, the regional trial court may affirm or reverse it as the case may be. So under Section 8 of Rule 40, if, however, a dismissal in the municipal trial court is made on the ground of lack of jurisdiction over the subject matter, the regional trial court on the appeal affirms the dismissal, and the action of the latter court, if it has jurisdiction, shall not be confined to a mere affirmation or dismissal if it has jurisdiction over the subject matter. Instead, the rule requires the regional trial court to try the case on the merit as if the case was originally filed with it. Under the same provision, if the case was tried on the merits by the lower court without jurisdiction over the subject matter, the regional trial court on appeal shall not dismiss the case if it has original jurisdiction thereof, but shall decide the case in accordance with the rules. The court may, however, admit amended pleadings and additional evidence in the interest of justice. Recall that when a case is dismissed pursuant to motion to dismiss or motu proprio for lack of jurisdiction, the order of dismissal is one without prejudice because the plaintiff may refile the complaint with the court with the proper jurisdiction. By the terms of Section 1, Paragraph G of the Rule 41, as amended, the order dismissing an action without prejudice is not appealable. The tenor, however, of Section 8, Rule 40, on the other hand, indicates that the rule allows an appeal from an order of the MTC dismissing a case for lack of jurisdiction. So this is the exception. Section 8, Rule 40 should be considered as an exemption to Section 1 of Rule 41, which precludes an appeal from an order dismissing an action without prejudice. So that's it for the Rule 40. For the next video, I will proceed to Rule 41.